All right, welcome back everyone to this particular broadcast. Okay, so this is about the PDP election. The election coming up in those states. So stay tuned and watch this. Then one or two, and you will be able to know the latest development concerning all these on-pass in those states.
Obaseki in Benin. 17 political parties in the Edo State governorship election signed the peace accord in Benin City. Party, the People's Democratic Party, conspicuously absent. Chrissy
Chairman parties and their candidates took turns to append their signature on the relevant document. Vener of the Peace Accord Committee, Bishop Matthew Kuka, supervised the signing, while the Chairman Peace Accord Committee and former head of state, Abdul Salami, INEC Chairman, the Inspector General as witnesses, PDP State Chairman, and the candidates of the party at the venue, but refused to participate. This Congress, who also had earlier announced decision to boycott the signing of the peace accord, made a U-turn.
And we believe in the principles of the peace committee. What is that the Nigerian police is behaving as a wing of the APC. And we've listed all our grievances and all our issues that the police has to address. They refuse to address these issues, said we are not going to sign.
No, the demand we are asking is that the people who hook the police officer, that is the detail of our ship candidate, must be apprehended. They must be declared wanted, since the governor of Edo State is harboring them in government house. We are asking that declared wanted for the police to be seen to be in. So they are promised that they will declare them wanted and that they will be apprehended to pay for the crime committed by that innocent police officer.
Chairman of the Peace Accord Committee, Abdus, and the convener, Bishop Matthew Kuka, advanced the need of various political parties to put interest of the people before their personal gains.
Let us remember that all the eyes of the nation and indeed the world are. We have the golden opportunity to set an example for other states and nations. We can disagree on priorities, but remain united in our love for our country and respect the democratic process.
So let us thank God that we have Nigeria to spread our hands in search of justice. Continue to pray that God will strengthen the judicial processes, all our institutions. There will come a day when elections will be free, fair, and credible.
The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Inspector General of Police speaks to their phone.
For us in INEC, election management body, I want to assure political parties and candidates that we will continue to play according to the law and best practice as articulated the clauses of the National Peace Accord that we are about to commit ourselves to.
Let us work together to create a conducive for free peaceful election where every voter can exercise their right to vote on intimidation.
This committee came on board in 2014. Christy Macaulay.
Joining us now on the morning show is Dr. Don Pedro Obaseki, Deputy Director General, Asuoge, PDP Edo 2024 Campaign Manager. Dr. Obaseki, thank you very much for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. happy to be here.
Well, very good. I saw you, I think, in another TV set of the peace accord signing ceremony yesterday. You were defending why the PDP at that time signed the peace accord. Now, September 12, we've had the peace accord ceremony, and they did the event, but still stayed away. Now, the optics don't seem to look good, considering the fact that the government is the chief security officer of the state. One will expect that the governor of the state should have pursued to defend values, to vote for peace, and not on the basis of disaffection with the police and also INEC. Say no. He's simply by this, abstainment, declaring war on September.
Quite the opposite. What by this action we are doing, we are bringing into main the critical existential surrounding the elections in Edo State. First, we must understand that even while the inspector police sits or stands on the podium for the option that you did, and at the preliminary day, he declared that some persons have been arrested in Benin based on the July 18 killing of officer, a police officer who was killed, and even all the newspapers, I think including Arise TV, showed APC hoodlums on Airport Road in Benin. It was even published widely in newspapers. I even saw a copy of the Vanguard there. Persons have remained free. They are roaming, banding and brazenly disregarding process. So we felt that it is important that we bring this to the public domain. This is also a situation where we've raised alarms that the APC have procured numerous police uniforms so as to dress as policemen on the election. And to just buttress that, 2 days before the coming of the IG to Benin 3 days ago, a contestant in the gubernatorial primaries of the APC, Mr. Blessing, was paraded with his APC hoodlums, where all of them wearing all the APC caps, particularly official police uniform with the rank of a CSP, and making statements that are designed for peace. We had to bring this to the notice of everybody, since have refused to do anything. In weeks, the police of Nigerian busted the homes of chieftains, carted them away to unknown locations in total violation of their rights, and not stopping there. The police can so wish, but they cannot take them to places where nobodies and hold them illegally, unlawfully. So we were screaming that first but the police must come to equity, must come hands. Anybody who wants to come to it must come to it with clean hands. So the police have morphed into an armed wing, more or less, of the state. So we are scared that if we accord, we will be endorsing the very, very unactioning of the police. As a friend of mine told me that all police is Congress. And that is the truth. We cannot forget about equity, fair play, and sign a peace accord. We are not saying we will not sign. We are saying that we will sign.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Obaseki. So, you're saying that you will sign based on certain conditions. I'd like you to detail for us the steps taken by the PDP to engage especially the IG of police on some of these issues you have highlighted, and what the response has been, or what they have said about this, or what they have done about this. It's important because you can't make allegations initiating it with at least proof that you have done, gone through the due process to alert as to your concerns, and they in turn. In addition to that, I'd like you to respond. Chairman of the APC in Edo State said that the governor is housing the purpose of the attack on their candidate, Mr. Mondo, Senator Molo, saying that the killed on the perpetrators are currently in government house being protected and shielded by the governor. So, I'd like to respond to that. He said that just a few minutes ago. Okay,
those are two questions. Number one, close to 20 shows have been submitted to the police. The State Commissioner of Police have decided to sweep up it. Not stopping there. The week before, the chairman of the party, along with my immediate boss, the director general of the campaign council, had addressed bringing all this to the to do something. The police had refused. Everything even worse. On Monday, today is Friday, on Monday this week, the local government chairman of senatorial district, which is in Edo Central, far away from all these things we are doing, was actually attacked. He went to the police with his hands in bandage and his fractured bones to complain to the police. Instead, the police commissioner him in the evening of Monday, as the chief security officer of the police of the state, calls the commissioner of police, who AM on Tuesday this week whisked the young man Collins Aigbogun to Abuja. The crime, as stated in our criminal code, administration justice in Nigeria, you are supposed to check within the jurisdiction the offense was committed. These are serious acts of breach that seem to be perpetrated on behalf of the APC. Now, on the other hand, I've just told you now, an gubernatorial aspirant dressed as a police officer, a chief superintendent of police, fully attired. Now, the next one, you just asked now over the allegations made by Mr. Jared Tenebe. That is a pit of hell. On the 18th of July, shot, why they parodically in Benin. Don't forget that they are the ones that declare them, those who declare themselves tigers and lions in Benin, or the Kanko. They were shown, and the Edo State government, along with those who mean well for our videos, were sent to the police to show these guys in the scene within AK-47s and even their voice audio recordings threatening to do same. Till today, those in guns and who took command of the place, and sporadically the guy was hit by a stray bullet. It was also published in the Vanguard in this day. They were all it's all there in the public domain since July 18th. Not one person have been investigated. And Jared, the APC is the citadel of propaganda. Come and answer those persons are in government house. Maybe I will be the next. We cannot, at this point, allow the APC to see themselves above the law. Let that happen. And those people are not scared of. We are ready for the election because we are the ones on ground. So they are the ones who disrespect the rule of law. That is the situation here.
Dr. Obaseki.
Because they know that they're actually an electable candidate. And a candidate who now, let me just say this now, you may not be aware, we heard a few days ago that he's now been summoned to appear unfailingly for breach, forgery, and perjury on the 30th of this month to face his criminal case for forgery as put in his INEC forms, his INEC form EC9A, which he declared 4 different dates of birth. 4. 29th of August 1970 is what he swore to an affidavit. 29th of August 1972 put in his submitted WAEC, and 29th of March 1970 is what is in his senatorial election form. Are cases that are so the APC does not even have a candidate. What they are trying to do is bandy fear all over the polity, our people into panic.
Dr.
Obaseki, we will not fall for that pyrrhic dance.
Dr. Obaseki, we need to go quickly to San Maiduguri and we'll come back to you. But before we do so, think about the APC is also accusing the PDP of violence, particularly in Osoro and Igara. I think that's the Akukwedo. And they are saying that the PDP is also guilty of violence. The PDP, you are asking that the INEC representative, resident person, is removed. You are saying that the police commissioner should be removed. I think one is called you, but it looks like INEC is not going to listen to you. INEC is not listening to you. The police will not listen to you. Because Egbeto the IGP says that and that they are impartial. Think when we come back to you. But this moment, let's go to Sani Adamu, who is at the camp in Maiduguri, Borno State. Adamu.
Hello.
Well, what's the situation at the IDP camp?
Yeah, I am in Bakasi IDP moment. You know, Bakasi IDP camp, a camp of investment for Boko Haram victims. But it is now open again for the victims of this flood. You know, the victims are into two, the less privileged ones. So this camp here lodge the less privileged ones. The privileged ones are, you know, taking shelter in the houses of their relatives. Some were able to get into hotels, you know, but this camp has the most less privileged people. As you can see, there is their kitchen. They are cooking food for them, and also the only mobile that they have. I don't know if you can fan over to see to show you how the situation is in. Yeah, because the place is a bit rowdy.
All right,
the people talk because of
So let's speak to one of them. Speak to
people
one
are
of
eager
them.
to talk.
Would like to hear one of them speak to us, please.
Yeah, come over.
Sa abin da yake faruwa ruwa ya gashi kuma muna shan wahala.
Sunny, you need to please. Sunny, can you translate?
Yeah, she says she's one of the victims. There was devastated by the water. So she's trying to give me more details of what is happening to them here in this camp.
Yawwa kuma in sun ka abincin an dafa abinci wayansu ba sa samu biyu jiya an da kyauta so. Wayansu civil defense ne suka dake yan mata sai ɗayan ta suma kuma ɗayan bata tashi ba amma ɗayan ta ya ji ciwo.
Well, what she is saying is that, you know, food that the government is cooking for them here is not enough. Most of people here, and yesterday in the course of, you know, people rushing to go and collect food, 2 people have confirmed from the authorities. This is according to what she saw.
Mu kuma abin da muke yanzu muna bukatan abinci shine kawai bar mu inda muka dawo.
Our immediate now is food. That's what she said. And the government should intensify effort that the water has received in their area so that they will go back to their houses. Cross over to another victim here. Can you come over? What is sunanka? Ya faru muku danka matsala kuke ciki.
Gaskiya muna cikin wani matsala na cikin ambaliyar ruwa ya same mu a cikin garin Borno. Unguwanni da yawa wanda ruwa matsalar mu muna bukatar taimako a kananan karfi da sauran wayanda ma karfin su bai kai ba kuma bangaren wajen bukatan taimakon wa'annan.
He said he is all team. They are aided with water and what government is food and accommodation. That's the only need.
Sunana Bintu Mustapha. Abin da yake faruwa cikin wannan camp, in an dafa abinci ba wani abinci, civilian JTF